All right, folks, we're live here on what is it? Tuesday? Tuesday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday, October 28th. Coach to Coach, another edition. Coach Chase Gruening, how are you doing today?
Good. We're in fall in Nashville. Got our Vandy Commodores. I've been following that team. I've been going to the games. Love that coach. Love what they're doing. Got some exciting stuff going on in Nashville.
It's interesting to me how one person can come in and completely change the dynamic of an entire culture. For even if that culture has been very average for years. Okay. So what would be interesting to me in that situation is like the athletic director had to make a different decision to hire a different kind of coach. Then we're seeing Middle Tennessee State University hired the old Vanderbilt coach, and that's my alma mater. They're struggling. And it's like, is that the coach's fault or is that the leadership's fault? Because we just saw at LSU, they're going to pay $53 million to get rid of a coach that, came from Notre Dame, may have been a good coach, may have not. I don't think a lot of people are that fond of him, but I mean, do you think that's a coaching problem or a leadership problem?
I think they kind of correlate at the end of the day. I mean, I think great leadership there can't be great coaching without great leadership. So I think they go together at the end of the day. And I mean, it's crazy what we're seeing in the coaching world right now, in the sports coaching world. It's like, it's such a results-driven business.
Yeah.
But I also feel like we're seeing a lot of leadership gaps as well, which are kind of leading to both results and leadership, which are ultimately leading to fires, in my opinion.
Well, I think when you think about cultural fits, I never saw Brian Kelly being a good fit in LSU.
Right.
Just who he is as a person. I just never saw him as the cultural fit. Right. So I think what we're talking about today is, Don Meyer used to say, I'll take an A in mindset and a B in talent any day over a B in mindset and an A in talent. So I think when you're looking to build a culture of people, it's like you're looking to build a certain profile of a person that can come in and move the needle. Now, in all my years of coaching people, all my years of working with companies, I've very seldom seen a person come in and actually move the needle from a revenue standpoint. Sometimes I've seen it in an operational standpoint, but I've very seldom seen it like one person comes in and we make $4 million more. What about you? Have you seen that in the insurance game? Like in the coaching world, it's like one guy comes in to Vandy, changes the whole culture, gets the fan base excited, selling out, right? One dude, and that one dude goes and recruits one quarterback, whatever. But do you see that in the business world, in the insurance world? It's like, hey, we hired this one dude, and it changed everything.
Well, I think what you just hit on the head there is amazing. Leadership, head coaches are incredible recruiters. Yeah. And I think of our business just like a football team. At the end of the day, that's what I do is I go recruit top talent to come work for us. Right now we had a potential hire come into our office today. We had a potential hire come into our Springfield office the other day. The first thing we do is we bring them around our team. We have everybody on our team meeting. And guess what our team tells us? Do you think that's a good cultural fit?
Yeah.
And that's one of the first things we look for is a cultural fit.
Yep.
Almost all of our promotions are internal. We believe in developing internally because, like you said, I don't think one person can come into an organization and move the needle. We can develop them and in turn move the needle with internal development. But I think at the end of the day, it's my job to find top talent and then develop that top talent and develop our leaders as well.
Yeah, I just, I haven't seen it. I call them needle movers. And if you're out there and you can do this, like literally come in and move the needle, like you're going to be in such demand.
Yeah.
It's like there's one for every 1,000 people that actually comes in and significantly moves the needle, specifically the revenue needle. Yep. So it's like we have this insurance agency. We put this one person in charge. Boom. We made $20 million more the next year. So I think what we're talking about today is like, when you say cultural fit, we're looking for the right profile, the right competencies, the right character. It's like a combination of these things that like it really works. Now, many years ago, Chase, I would go into banks and work with banks to try to grow their revenue. And the first one I went into, we grew their revenue by 43% in a 1-year cycle. Okay. But I had just a kick-ass chief operating officer named Wib Evans. And Wib Evans was like sold. And he was there. Then I went to another bank to try to do this, and it didn't work. Okay. Why? Because I had a different leadership guy, and he didn't even believe in coaching. He was like, here's your people. Good luck. He wasn't even coachable himself. Wib was like, hey, we're going to go do something really big. We need a great coach. And it shocked me how that worked in one case, but it didn't work in another case because of the leadership. Okay. That guy, I don't know what that guy's doing today, but he wasn't very good. Hey, yeah. he the one that needed to be fired was him. So when you're thinking about building these insurance agencies, I mean, I see so many agencies that just stay small forever.
Yeah.
Why do they stay small?
Yeah. I mean, it's an attraction. I always ask people, would someone want to come work for you, or would they want to come work for me?
Yeah.
When I'm speaking to our members, when I'm speaking to different agencies, and at the end of the day, can you attract, can you retain top talent? And obviously, to attract and retain top talent, you got to be able to pay them, right? And you got to be able to develop and lead them. At the end of the day, I mean, people are dying to be a part of something. People are dying to be led, and people that tell me, hey, I don't like to work with people, or hiring's a pain in the butt. They just don't want to work for you at the end of the day. And that's all it comes down to. But that's the biggest gap I see from I work with a lot of individual agencies, or maybe an agency with 2 or 3 people, is they don't have the ability to lead or develop that talent. So they stay stuck, they stay stagnant, and they stay complacent because they're forced to.
Well, and listen to that language. You know, their language is, we call it the language of winning versus the language of losing, the language of expansion versus the language of contraction. So the language of contraction is, I don't have time to hire people. I don't have time to train people. I never can find any good people, right? It's like this language, barrier. Now, I want to open the neural pathways to the people who are out here watching this. It's okay to think strategic partnership. If you suck at hiring, you suck at recruiting, you suck at some things, but you're a damn good insurance salesman. Hey, okay, but you have a desire to expand. There's nothing that says you can't go strategically partner with someone. Here's an example. If I'm looking for a sales team, and I go out to Arizona weeks ago, speak at Pace Morby's thing. I have a little meeting with Jeremy Miner, the great sales trainer. And I'm like, look, I'm generating leads. I'm looking for somebody to close these leads, right? And he says, well, go to this recruiting company, and you pay this recruiting company, and they go find you salespeople. And I'm like, yeah, but so at first it sounds great. It's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Then it's like, man, one person is not going to move the needle. 2 people are not going to show a quantum leap. Like, could I partner with someone that has 10 stone cold killers, highly trained, ready to go, managed by somebody? And like, I bring the leads and they bring the closers. Okay. Now we're thinking quantum leap versus incremental growth. So it's okay for the insurance person to say, I want to grow, but I don't know how to do it, and I need to partner with somebody. Am I right or wrong about that?
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what we do with agency owners across the country. Is we have somebody that's maybe on their own or has their first or second hire. And how do we get through that next break point, right? How do we get from $1 million to $2 million, or 100 to 500,000? And there's a blueprint. There's a process to doing that. And a lot of people just need to align with somebody that's already done that. And one of the biggest things I've taken away from you, Coach, and I challenge people all the time in the insurance industry, is just about everybody in the insurance industry has to choose some type of support. We call it an upline. And what I challenge people to ask themselves is, your current support system, your current vehicle, is that going to get you where you want to go? And you have to be brutally honest with yourself. And I think when you're brutally honest with yourself, a lot of times the answer is no. You have the wrong support system. You have the wrong vehicle. Somebody is teaching you to get somewhere they've never been. And that's the biggest gap.
Right. That's right. Yeah. See, now this is a big question, because one thing Miner taught me that I really like is he said, always make them relive the pain. Where there's no pain, there's no change. So an insurance person's out there struggling. They're doing it on their own. They're exhausted. Season comes around. They're ready to do the right. It's like, make them relive the pain, number one. And then don't sell a program, sell an outcome. Okay. When you partner with us, when you get into our coaching program, you're going to have clarity and focus and direction. Okay. When you partner with us, you're going to have this, and this. It's like, this is a big solution to your big problem that you got. Okay. Yep. Make them relive the pain and paint a pic and sell an outcome. Too many people are selling programs. So when I'm on the phone with somebody, like looking at my coaching program, I'm like, look, worst thing that could happen is you and I have this conversation a year from today. Nothing's changed. You're exactly where you are today. You're still mad about it. You still can't figure out a way to get there. We don't want that to happen, do we? And they're like, oh. Okay. Okay, good. Let me paint a picture of what's going to happen with 1 year with me. Let me give an example of somebody I'm coaching and what happened here. That's an outcome. Okay. That's an outcome. Like, you're going to be more focused. One of my coaches taught me 4 mores. You're going to be more focused. You're going to have more clarity. You're going to have more confidence. You're going to have more direction. A year with me, total. It ain't even a game changer. It's a life changer. That is selling an outcome. Okay. Now, when it comes to the Medicare business, is that a boring business or a sexy business?
There's nothing sexy about Medicare. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, if I were to say what's sexy about it, what I've enjoyed and what's given me some of the most fun years of my life,
yeah,
I used to coach college football, and that is sexy, right? At times.
Yeah.
I mean, I was traveling all over the country, winning championships just like you when we were coaching. And when I went into business, I mean, I lost that part of it, kind of the thrill, right? But now I'm building a team. I'm building a team with a lot of people. We're winning championships in terms of production, right? We're doubling, tripling, quadrupling our revenue, other people's revenue. We've got more leads than we can handle. There's literally not enough slots on the calendar left. And we're hiring people left and right, and they're knocking on our door to work with us. I mean, that's been pretty fun and sexy. We're building a sports team within an insurance business, which isn't the sexy side. So I think we're knocking that part out.
You know, I do think just like we're using sport to teach life, okay, you can use insurance as a vehicle to teach success.
Yep.
Now, what I do like about the business, because I was coaching a young man today, owns a real estate company. I'm coaching his team, and we're having these hard conversations, very productive, very positive, about, can this vehicle get you to your goals? Okay. Let's just say mid-30s. You're going to wake up one day and be mid-40s. Can this vehicle, is there a liquidity event? Because most wealth happens through some type of liquidation. You sell something. Is there a liquidity event? Is there a strategic partnership? Could we use a multi-level marketing model to grow leaders and grow, right? It's like these are discussions I wish someone would have with me in my early 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
Before I even started the coaching business. Right? Now you'll hear people like Cardone say, man, I'd have never got into the coaching business. I'd have got into hedge funds or something like that when I got into the business. And I was telling this young man today, I don't know that I would change anything, because getting into the coaching business was way better business than the business I was in, which was high school basketball coaching. Okay. Now, when it comes to the insurance business, people need insurance, right? They're selling a want and they're selling a need. They're selling a tangible product. They're selling another product. Okay. Why did you choose Medicare? Of all the things you could have chosen, why did you choose Medicare?
I think the concept was proven. I was around a bunch of people that had done it, who had built platform companies, and I think it was really important for me to build a platform company. And they showed me that blueprint, that pathway, and it's something that's been around for decades. There's a lot of people in our industry that are always trying something new. I just see everybody's always trying something new. There's a new lead type. There's a new funnel. There's a new blah, blah, blah. We've really done the same thing for the last 10 years. We've just got super focused on it and scaled the crap out of it. We focus on high intent, high net worth individuals that are highly educated, that know, like, and trust you, that are going to refer you, that are going to stay with you forever. And we've just scaled that model forever. And it's just a really reliable, consistent, proven model. And I've seen it work with other people, and I just duplicated it and made it better. That's the secret sauce. Yeah. I feel like at the end of the day, you find out what's working and you just make it better.
Yeah. Yeah. You just stick with it over a long cycle of time. And the truth is you get better and better and better and better and better versus, if you study scaling, whether it be the science of scaling that's out now with Ben Hardy, or, 10X is easier than 2X, or whatever, right? Quantum leaps. It all starts with really choosing an aiming point, a big aiming point, and like staying locked in.
Mm-hmm.
In sports, the aiming point is easy. It's a championship. Like in business, it's like, well, we could do 17 things, right? Like we could do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. So I do think there's a lot of merit in, like, when people come up to me when I speak and go, man, you really got this speaking thing dialed in. I go, man, this is like, long obedience in the same direction. Right. This is me doing this not hundreds of times, thousands of times. Right. And just you get better. And by the way, I don't change my message. It's not like I got a new message every time I talk. It's like flip the switch and pray drive the big table. So you kind of dial it in there. So, all right, we're in season right now.
Yep.
What does that mean to all the people that are not in insurance? Because they don't even know what that means. Like, what does it mean you're in season?
Yeah. I mean, you have accountants, farmers, they're in harvest, they're in tax season. This is kind of our harvest, our tax season. This is the time of the year where people are mentally programmed to make a decision. And I think it's funny because really, I mean, we don't change much throughout the year. Our busy season is year round, but this is where a consumer is programmed to make a change. And I always say when people are programmed to make a change, they're more apt and open to making multiple changes. So we see a lot of revenue, a big pickup here, just because of the kind of programmation of people that they need to make a change.
Yeah. Well, we'll finish on this because I think it's a good point. I like what you just said there. The consumer is programmed to make a change. In the coaching business, people are programmed to make a change in January.
Yep. Yeah.
Right? They got all fat at Christmas or after Thanksgiving and they're ready to go work out, or they're tired of the business that they've been in. They need a business coach, or they're programmed to make a change. Now, this reminds me of when I went deep sea fishing. Only one time, by the way, never going back again. And they took us out about 4 hours out into the ocean to a little spot where all of the fish were. Okay. And even me, a novice fisherman, could catch a huge fish just by putting it in there, right? It's like, here, whoa, look at what I got. And they make it to where you have a little bit of success early. And you're like, this is awesome, man. I caught a big fish today. Well, they took you. There's no way you couldn't catch a fish, man. They took you. The fish are programmed to, right? At that location is where all the fish are. Okay. So when you think about business, the insurance business is like that. It's like right now people are programmed to make a buying decision.
Yep.
So you're in season. But the amateurs, they only sell insurance during season. The pros sell insurance year round. Yes or no?
Yeah, that's how we design our business, to make it fishing season or the honey hole all year long.
All right. If you're out there and you're trying to build an insurance agency, you're tired of scratching and clawing and not making any money and playing small and, sick of making the same amount of money, there is a better path. You can enroll in coaches. I always say coach's locker room, the coach's office. You can enroll in the coach's office, Coach G's office, and get in a coaching program and learn a better way. Yes.
Yeah. Coach's office or partner with us. And you said something earlier, and I just thought about what is the more that we bring to the table? Well, there's really three things that we capitalize on. We give you more revenue. So we teach you how to make 3 or 4 times more revenue. We teach you how to get more leads, and we teach you how to hire more people.
Yeah.
And those are the 3 outcomes you're going to get when you work with us more than anything. Whether you're a partner or you enter our membership model platform company, those are what we help hundreds of agency owners across the country do. We help people get an edge. We help people get from A to B, as you say, very quickly and efficiently.
Well, folks, you don't have to struggle through life. It pains me to see people struggle when you don't have to. Okay. There's knowledge you can get, there's attitudes you can get, there's skills you can get, there's habits you can get. And the number one way to do it is go to somebody who's doing it. The fastest path is go right to somebody who's doing it. Say, how do I work with you? How do I learn from you? How do I partner with you? So coach to coach, another powerful edition today. I think this is one of our better ones.
Yeah, loved it. Just off the cuff. We didn't even talk about what we were talking about. We just let it rip.
That's the best way, man.
Yeah.
Get in a free flow.
Yeah, I love it.
Get in a creative flow, man.
Yeah.
All right, Chase. Have a great day, man.
Hey, we'll see you on the jet tomorrow, Coach. Looking forward to it.
Oh, you're flying with me tomorrow. That's right. We were talking about that before.
Yeah.
We're going to Chicago tomorrow.
Yeah, can't wait. First time on that jet, I might be holding those rods a little
That's
tight.
okay. Yeah, that's okay, man. Well, I talked to the pilot today, this morning. I said, "How's it looking for tomorrow?" He said, "Coach, it's looking perfectly fine right now. If anything changes, I'll let you know." So we'll be heading up to Chicago. It'll be a good experience. We got a good group going.
Love it.
Okay, man. See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Coach. Thanks.